This is the video review for Transformers Walmart exclusive Skywarp. As you can see, he's a Skywarp repaint of the original Transformers movie Starscream mold. He does have the updated head that the G1 repaint from Target and the Thundercracker repaint had. He doesn't have the rounded head. And since we've reviewed this a couple times before, I'm not going to waste too much time on it. He's got some little wheels under here that make his little gears spin here. They get stuck. It's mostly the wing here sticking. But the wheels make these spin, and this little trigger can make the missiles fire. And he does have missiles, but I'll put him in robot mode. I'm not going to mess with him so much here in jet mode, but he does have 6 purple missiles that slot right in there, and then as they spin, the trigger will push these little buttons down and launch them. If you want to, in jet mode, you can roll them and you can kind of see the action there. It's getting stuck on the wing again, but yeah, you can see the, well, whatever. It's not working as well as one might hope. There we go. But anyway, black and purple with some kind of orangey red. The tolerance issues on this, I don't know if it's just because the mold's been used so many times. This wing likes to keep popping out. It doesn't like to stay straight. You can lock it in, but if it pops out loose, it will pop back out. This is slightly sloppy purple paint apps. I don't know if you can tell, but there's some, like over here it's nice and even and straight, and here it's kind of gloppy. You can kind of see some texture in the paint. As well as the fact you can kind of see that texture in the paint there, as well as there's some spatter marks up here on the wing, but not super horrible. But I noticed it, so I just figured I'd point that out. And there's the wing popping out again. But transformation, again, we've covered this a few times, so I'm going to pull the nose down here. The nose does peg in very well. We'll go ahead and lift that up like this. Then you want to pull the arms out, come under here, unhook the legs, and open up these panels here on the bottom of the legs here. Pull the legs out, flip them down and around, and I'll flip these kneecaps up. And there's one leg. Flip that kneecap up. Actually, flip that panel up. Unplug the foot. Pull the leg out. Down around, snap it, and rotate it so the kneecap's facing that, and then out. Now that we've got that done, we want to take this section and pull it all the way up like that. Put the camera back just a little bit, get a little bit more room here. Like this. Go ahead and bend the legs back into kind of a chicken leg configuration. And we'll do the same here on this side. And then you can stand up. Alright, slide him back some and lift the camera up a little bit. Alright, and then once we get to this point, we want to, the instructions say to have these up like this. You can see there's the red chest here. I always like to fold these down behind this chest piece. I think it just stores them out of the way a little better. Put that down. These panels spread out like that, and the cockpit pushes down. Now just bring the arms down, and then you want to kind of fold this back, this piece back, and then just fold the wing back and fold it up like that in the back. This piece plugs right in there, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to fold this wing down and around. Actually, you want to put that down, then bring this up. Holds that in place. Flip these panels down here on his shoulders. Flip this chest panel down and turn his head around. You can leave it facing forward like this in jet mode, but then you see it in the top of the jet. So I usually don't, but I usually turn it around. So if you turn it around, turn it back around in robot mode, and if you don't, then don't. Very simple. And there are his arms. You can open up some little claws here on his hands. And you can load all the missiles into his fingers. And he does also have these little missile racks on the side that if you want, you can store the missiles in like that. Let's go ahead and put all of them in. I will say that well, okay, maybe not. I was about to say these feel like they hold in a little tighter than on previous models, but as soon as I got another one snapped in, they started popping out. So maybe not. Would have been nice. They definitely feel tighter sliding through, but locking them in does kind of spread the holes a little bit so they don't stay in place as well. I'll just go ahead and slide these in over here. Alright. And there you go. There's Skywarp in robot mode. And just as a quick comparison, here he is with the G1 Starscream and the G1 Thundercracker repaints of this mold. It came out a while back, so there you have all three of the movie universe seekers, or the main three of the movie universe seekers. There is a Ramjet figure that uses the original Starscream head, but I haven't picked him up, and I don't know if I plan to. One of the neat things about Skywarp, he is a Walmart exclusive. He does come with this little lenticular collector's card that shows him in jet mode and robot mode, which is kind of neat. And then on the back, it's got a little handwritten from the mind of Simmons, just a brief little description of, it kind of looks handwritten, talking about what he's found out about this particular Decepticon, in which case this is Skywarp, which is really kind of neat. And his bio on the back of the box makes him more of a kind of weapons engineer. They kind of imply that he might have the ability to teleport, but they don't specifically give it to him. They mention he opened up the sky, but they didn't mention anything about him actually teleporting through it. But he's kind of a real, from his bio, reclusive weapons designer. Is how they made him up. So, but there he is, Walmart exclusive, Revenge of the Fallen Skywarp.